All right, friends, we're gonna get some tomatoes going for some sauce, some spaghetti sauce. And to these tomatoes, I'm gonna add some onions and green peppers. This is all from the garden. These are some green onions I froze back in the spring. We're gonna add just the rest of these. We're gonna add this bag of green onions. I try to get as many of these put up as I can. And then we're gonna season it well. And I'll wait and throw the garlic in because I don't want it to cook all night. But I'm gonna season it up with our homemade seasoned salt. Season it up really good. It smells so good already. Now we're just gonna get the lid on this and it's gonna cook all night on 250. See you tomorrow. Friends, welcome back to Ball Homestead. I got some jars in from Walmart.com today. Thank the Lord, because we are out of jars. Excuse me, I'm still hot from feeding. But we're gonna start today by making some homemade pizza sauce. Last night we put our tomatoes in the roaster pan with some onion and bell pepper and cooked it all night long. Now we're gonna immersion blend that. We want this to be really smooth, so it may take some time. Alright friends, we got it really smooth. Now we are going to add our seasonings. First we're going to add some seasoning salt and some olive oil. I seasoned this last night, so we'll taste it and see if it needs more after this. I'm going to put some olive oil in. I'm going to say with this big roaster pan, I'm going to put about half of a 17-ounce bottle. So it's about half of one of those. Then we're going to put some basil in. This is all homegrown. Homegrown basil. Homegrown oregano. And some homegrown parsley. It's this simple, guys. And this is the best tasting stuff. We're going to add some garlic and stuff too, but now I am just going to use, I have some fresh garlic over here, but I've worked all day and I'm tired and I don't feel like doing that. So we're just going to use some minced garlic out of the refrigerator. We're going to put probably 2 or 3 big heaping tablespoons. I'd say at least 2 or 3 cloves. For a size this big, this is a 22-quart roaster pot. Now we're going to immersion blend all this together. Smells amazing. Now we're going to give it a taste and see if it needs more seasoning before we can it up. Taste. I actually think we're about right there. Now to this, we are going to put it in our jars and we're going to add a couple tablespoons of either citric acid or lemon juice or a 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid. And then we're going to get it canned up. Simple, simple. And all these homegrown ingredients. These were peppers garden fresh peppers we put in, some of my green onions I saved and froze from the spring, all of the tomatoes from the garden, our homegrown basil, oregano, and parsley, and some garlic. I mean, and some olive oil. How simple is that? And we have our own homemade pasta sauce that we know everything that went into this. Now, friends, we're going to get our jars filled and put in the canner, and they'll can for 40 minutes. Look at that beautiful sauce. I wonder how many quarts we're going to get. Thankfully, I got my jars in. Guys, I have been scrimping. I have never went through so many canning jars during the canning season, but our tomato year has been outstanding. And I'm not going to waste any of it. It'll be used. Either that or my kids will use it, or it's not going to waste. I worked too hard putting this stuff up for it to go to waste. So far, friends, I've had no issues with these jars from Dollar General. So if that's all you can find, or you don't feel like running to town like me, they're safe to use. All my jars sealed, and I even used the lids that came with them because I don't like to waste things. You could literally add anything you wanted to this sauce. It, whatever flavor profile you want. This is just what I do because we grow these fresh herbs. And, I like it all mostly to come from right here on the homestead. That always makes me excited whenever I can say, ooh, all this sauce came from right here. It always just makes me feel good. Accomplished. Makes me feel very accomplished. All right, we're gonna get this canner loaded, and I might go ahead and pop another one on the stove. All right, we're gonna get this second canner loaded. I feel like we're probably gonna have 6 to 7 more quarts here. Isn't that amazing, guys? I'm putting up enough spaghetti sauce. I've already put up some earlier in the season. I used the leftover tomatoes from our tomatoes we had last year put up. I thought, well, we're out of pizza sauce, so I'm just gonna make up a bunch of pizzas or pasta sauce, and then we'll have that. And now we are, ooh, I feel that one a little too full. We are making more just because I made so many just canned tomatoes. So anyways, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I sure ain't complaining though, because these will all be used by somebody. If it ain't us, it'll be one of our kids. They definitely won't go to waste. With the prices of groceries, we might have pasta every night. So I have a pasta maker, and I make our homemade pasta, so maybe I'll do that on our next video. It's so delicious. I know Wayne, he loves pasta, and he loves the homemade pasta. He says it's so much better. All right, friends, let me finish this up, and we're gonna get all these in the canner. All right, friends, we're gonna get this kitchen cleaned up, and we're gonna get our stuffed water bath can for 40 minutes, and then I'll see you back here in a minute. I just finished a big batch of yogurt. I love this stuff, guys. I'm hoping my lid will fit. Oh, this stuff is heavenly. I will have a bowl of that later. Also, I wanted to show you that I've never been able, or I haven't been able to find my zipper cream peas. I've always wanted to plant them, but I've never been able to find them. So I saved seed from those, some that were crispy and dried out, and I'm just going to put them in a Ziploc bag and mark them zipper cream peas, and I'm going to try to plant them next year and see if they work, because I've never seen them anywhere for sale. And I'm going to write on here zip cream. Anyways, with those, we ended up with 15 quarts and 2 pints. I'm really excited about that. That'll definitely last me and Wayne for a year. And see, we still have the yellow-eyed beans and purple whole peas from last year's garden to eat on. I mean, we have so much canned food. It's crazy, but I'm not complaining because we like to have our own homegrown stuff. But I'm just going to put these in a bag, and I have my seed storage in the bedroom, and there I have these little totes. I may not be able to fit them in there, but I can put them with them so that they, you know, they're in my seed area anyways. But I'm excited. Wayne had told me, he said, why don't you save some of the dried ones to have for seed and see if they come up? Why not? So that's what we're going to do with those. I was so excited to see how many we ended up with, though, from, you know, like 30 pounds of peas. I'm happy with that. That was a lot of shelling, guys. My fingers got so sore. I mean, they were sore. I ended up there at the end wearing gloves because my fingertips were so sore, but I got them done. While we're waiting on those, let's look at the rest of the seeds that I got in. I still have not got my big M.R. Gardner half price order yet. But I got my China Jade cucumbers in from Baker Creek. And I ordered these from Hudson Valley Seeds. I've ordered quite a bit over the years from them. And I really like them. That's where we get our silver slicer seeds and our noodle beans and stuff like that. So I went ahead and got my stuff for next year. I like to be ahead, because you just never know what's going to happen. And we got some calendula, Rebecca. I got these. I thought those were so pretty. Echinacea, Feverfew. I thought that one would be fun. Silver slicers, red noodle beans, blue Hubbard squash. I'm excited. I think that one will be so fun to grow. And we got some campfire Rebecca. Those are going to be fun. I want to do like a little herb area because we just never know when we might need those things, you know. Times are getting tight, and if we can do it all natural, why not? I prefer natural anyways. That's all I take is herbal remedies and stuff when I can. All right, friends, our pasta sauce is done. We're gonna get it out of the canner. We wanna open our canner away from us because it's hot. See all that hot steam? 12 beautiful jars of homemade pasta sauce. We'll leave these for 24 hours and then we'll check all of our seals, clean our jars, and put them in the pantry if they're sealed properly. If they don't seal for some reason, we'll put them in the fridge and use them as soon as we can. All right, friends, we got our pasta sauce made. We got 12 beautiful jars of pasta sauce. It's gonna be so delicious this upcoming winter. Thank you for stopping back by our homestead. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, friends, goodbye.